What is going on, everybody? You already know who it is if you're watching this, I assume. But today we're going to be reviewing the Chevy SS. That is right. Today we are looking at the 2016 Chevrolet SS 6.2 liter V8. However, this one is not stock. It has the LSA conversion kit on it, which means big supercharger and a bigger than stock cam. This one is making somewhere around 560 wheel horsepower, which translates to around 645, 650 at the crank. So let's get started, and let's start off with the interior. Let's take a look at the cockpit. Yes, that is right. It is a four-door sedan. This is the compromise car. Big enough back seats for a comfortable ride, big enough trunk to pretty much store anything that you would ever need. This is a car that you can fit your entire family in while still producing somewhere around the same numbers as the supercars do today. This car does come with the Alcantara inserts on the dash as well as the doors to the car. Nice one there with the SS stitching. Very luxurious interior, heated, cooled seats, Chevy's MyLink system. Not a big fan of that, but we'll get to it later. Lots of chrome in the car. Lots of chrome in the car. However, the owner of this is starting to replace some of the chrome with chrome black, such as here around the shifting knob. It looks very nice, very clean. However, it's very hard to keep clean. The 2016 Chevy SS's do come with Bose audio sound systems, which makes for very high quality music if you're into that kind of thing. But me, I kind of more like exhaust notes. Let's go ahead and give it a start up. So it does come with a beautiful speedometer as well as a gauge cluster, a D-shaped steering wheel, and a heads-up display on your windshield. Now let's take this thing for a drive and see how it feels. I forgot to mention also the 2016 models do come factory with Brembo brake pads. Very sticky brakes. The acceleration is very smooth as well as the shifts. Chevy does have the paddles on the side. However, the paddle shifters are not as quick as they could be. They could be a little bit quicker. They do feel a little bit slow, but they are definitely fun to play with. The car gets very nice backfires on downshifts for those of you who like pops and bangs. It drives like a dream. It's not hard to drive. It's very easy to give the throttle, very easy to drive smoothly. I do have it in the automatic mode because this is the automatic, it's not a manual. But however, you can put the transmission into sport mode and you can have full control over the gears. All right, now that we've found ourselves a semi-clear back road, let's see how fast this thing can accelerate. It can roll from 20 miles per hour. Let this car pass. And for those of you who are wondering, we do come out to Mexico to drive our cars like this. There's nothing illegal going on here. The handling on this car is very nice, very tight steering. This does have the bimodal exhaust, which does change the tone of the car as well as the loudness, and it also stiffens up the ride suspension. It does have magnetic ride control, as well as it does affect the tightness of the steering. Right now we have the car in sport mode. If we switch through it, now we are in performance mode. The sport and performance mode exhaust notes are the same. The valves are almost completely open. When I was revving it earlier, it was in sport mode, so when you see that, just know it was in sport mode. There's not a ton of cabin noise in here. It kind of has a luxurious feel to it. Road noise is kept to a minimum. The tires, these are the stock wheels and tires on the car. They do create a bit of road noise, but I think this car actually does a pretty good job at suppressing that noise. The exhaust is not that loud inside of the cabin, unless of course you get on it, but we are not getting on it, we are just driving it. But if you're like me, you like loud cars, so for the purposes of this video, we're gonna be keeping it in sport mode. We already did cover some of the luxury features in this car, such as heated and air-conditioned seats, the Chevy MyLink system, and the Bose audio system. The Bose audio system is very nice. It's deep bass, it's not boomy, it sounds very clear. The MyLink system is a gigantic pile of garbage, if you ask me. The thing is very slow and very clunky. I'm not a big fan of it. Feel free to disagree. As well as the luxury features go, with all of the air conditioning and all this, I like it for what the car is. It is meant to be a family car, which is why it is a four-door sedan. However, if they were going to make this car for more of a performance-centered vehicle, I think they should have removed some of the luxury features, and they could have saved a lot of weight, because this car does weigh 3,900 pounds.
Yeah.
As far as complaints go with this car, I really only have three main ones. One of them being the main feature of the car that I have ragged on most in this video, the Chevy MyLink system. The other being the paddle shifters. The paddle shifters in this car are a nice touch. However, I feel that they are very slow reacting. Whenever I try to downshift, it takes a second for the car to catch up to what gear I'm trying to put it in. I am glad that Chevy put them in, because it does give it a more sporty feel along with the D steering wheel, but I feel like the transmission could be shifting faster and smoother. The other complaint I have about this car is something that really doesn't matter, it's just cosmetics: the chrome. This car is a gigantic piece of white metal with chrome as far as the eye can see. As you saw in the clips of the car earlier on the exterior, this particular SS has had most of the chrome replaced with black chrome, which makes it look a lot better, but the interior still has quite a bit of chrome on it. The owner is planning on replacing the chrome with black chrome, as he did to the exterior. However, the chrome is really bad. Chevy put way too much of it on, and they could have made it look way more aggressive and way more professional without so much chrome. Also, a complaint, not sure if you would consider this crucial or not, but while I find myself driving in this car, the sun sometimes bounces off the shifter knob, because it's covered in chrome, and hits me directly in the eyeball. It's blinding me while I'm driving, and it's very annoying. However, I do love this car. I love the way it throws you back in your seats. I love the way the rear wheel drive pulls you back and cocks the car when you accelerate it. I love the luxury features of this car, the air conditioning, the air-conditioned seats, the heated seats, all of that I find great. The space in the car is great. It's a very comfortable ride, along with Chevy's magnetic ride suspension. I feel like this is a very good daily driver, and once you've done this to the car, it is more than just that. It becomes a complete race car, but it's a sleeper. It's a four-door sedan. Most people who have asked me about this car have asked if it was a Malibu SS. Most people do not know what it is, and if they do, then they don't know that you have the LSA blower on top of the 6.2 liter V8 engine, making 650 horsepower at the crank. It's a phenomenal car, great car enthusiast vehicle. If you're looking to do a muscle car build, I would highly recommend this car, just because of how comfortable it is. It's Chevy's LS3 V8. very tunable, very upgradable. I consider this car to be a performance vehicle, as does Chevy. On their website, it is listed under the performance section with the Camaros. Very slept on car, not a lot of people know what it is. Don't expect to attract a lot of attention in this car, but do expect to get a lot of questions because it does sound very, very nice. Okay guys, so that is gonna close off the video. I am in love with the Chevy SS. I would highly recommend this car to anybody who considers themselves a car enthusiast. Retailing for about $35,000. It is a great buy because you can make it such a performance vehicle and give it a ton of power. Please leave your questions and comments in the comment section down below. Like this video, share it, subscribe for more content on my channel. Feel free to browse the channel. I have a few more videos about this particular car as well as some others on the channel. Subscribe for more content as always, and I'll talk to you guys on my next video.